Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mel here. I have a lot of new makeup that I want to do, like a first impressions, try it with you guys. I will have to say I've had this makeup for a while and just haven't had time to sit down and film. So some of the products I might have already started using, but not that much. So I'll let you know the ones I have used and haven't used, and I got some more today. So we're just gonna have some fun today trying out some new makeup. I do have quite a lot, so I'm not sure if this will be one video or two video. We'll see. Anyways, if you're new here, make sure to hit subscribe down below before you go. I do all things beauty and a new video for you guys every week. Let's dive in. And don't mind my hair, guys. Just washed it, and apparently I have wavy hair, so I'm trying different methods to see if I truly do have wavy hair, or I can get it to look cute air dried. So just ignore the craziness. So most of the stuff's from Ulta, and then I did get a few things from Sephora, but I'm wondering if I should break this up into like a drugstore video and then like a Sephora high-end video. We'll see, because I do have quite a few products. So today I'm probably gonna focus mainly on the drugstore stuff. Also, beverage of the video, caffeinated greens. So good. I'm trying to get away from all those like very sugary sweet energy drinks. So as you can see, got things here, so I'm just gonna figure out what I want to show you guys today. We got some new eyebrow products, a new glue, and a new eye pencil. Trying to find something similar to the Merit Stick, so I have two options here. I have the L'Oreal Skin Ink and then a Maybelline Lifter Stick. Also picked up the Morphe Shape Shifter little micro contour stick, a ColourPop eye stick. I'll have to get this downstairs, it's in my purse. The e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Summer Fridays. A new setting spray. I believe this is brand new from Morphe. I don't know if I tried this in any of my videos yet. The NYX lip liner stain. So let's start out with brows, because I did laminate them myself and I really like how they've been looking. So I'm gonna do my brows first. So the new brow gel that I picked up is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue. This comes in different colors, but I just got the clear. I will have to say, after using this is definitely, I feel like, a dupe for the Rare Beauty. Although Rare Beauty is not that expensive, I think the Rare Beauty is like 15 bucks, and I think this might have been like 10. The wand is pretty similar, and the effect is pretty much the same. The hold is really good. It doesn't get flaky. It's nice and clear. So I'm gonna just kind of push this glue in. The only thing with new brow glues is like they put so much glue on your brows, and sometimes I do not want that much. So I don't like the laminated look where my brows are like sticking straight up, but I relax the hairs to the point of where I can kind of shape them to make them look more full. So I have to do minimal filling in. So first I'm gonna make sure they're all coated. Yeah, this brow glue is really good. I'm just pushing them to where I want them, and my brows are cousins, not sisters, not twins. Cousins, and that's okay. They're growing in, so I'm really excited, because if you're new to my channel, I plucked all my brow hairs away as a young girl. I never really grew in, and I had microblading done, and like a year ago I had it lasered off, so we're still trying to, you know, fix our natural brows and hopefully they grow in. So now that I have them pretty much glued, I just take like a spoolie and then kind of shape them how I want. Again, I don't want that straight up brow hair look. I do something more like this, a little more cleaner, and then I just have to fill in a little bit of the bald areas, a little bit of the sparse areas with a little bit of product. And this side is my struggle brow. I kind of messed up the tail. I like trimmed the hairs way too short, and it kind of got it really weird, and this one is lighter for some reason and has a lot less hair, so I do struggle with this one a little bit more, but it's okay. What I need to do is get some like eyebrow mapping string that when I do it myself, because I feel like just visualizing it, it's not going to get it super even. I feel like having like a line to help me kind of decipher and make them a little more even. But that's what I do. I know they look pretty crazy, but once the glue is dried down, we will go in with our new product. I have been liking using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. That has been one of my favorite products for years, which looks really good with a brow look like this. But this morning before the gym, I ended up trying using the Morphe pencil with this more laminated effect, and I liked how it turned out, so we'll do that. This is new to me. This is the Morphe Definer Brow Pencil in Cold Brew. I realized that I have the micro one in my purse, which I love. That color is different though. I prefer that color over this one just because the one in my bag is a little darker. Let me just find what that color is. This is a really good color. I just feel like with my natural hair color now, I need something a smidge more darker. Let me just see, because I said, what is this? Cold Brew. And I think the other one that I have, Java. That's it, not Mocha, Java. Java is a little darker. That color I prefer, but I feel like they're pretty dried down. So I'm just gonna lightly go in, fill in kind of definitely the arch area and then a little bit up here. And now with my mirror, I can see some areas that got glued down weird, but see, the nice thing is with this glue is if you need to fix something, you can kind of brush through it and it's not getting flaky on me. A little bit under the arch. This pencil is really nice and creamy. Like I barely pressed, and look at that. Just filling in the arch already does wonders for me. That's where I have most of the baldness. And I fill a little bit of the gaps up here. And I'm not going to do a lot because I want it to be a more natural look. I feel like now my hairs make, like, see? Look how now natural and full my brow is. I don't really touch the front much because I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. Sometimes I feel like when I was filling in my brows, I just would get overboard and then they would look more unnatural because of the amount of filling in and shading in the front I would do. So this brow is perfect. If this brow could look just like this, I would be like really happy. But as you can see, they are definitely not alike, and that's okay. We'll maybe get there once the hairs grow in, and maybe as I keep getting better at the trimming, shaping, and the laminating process, maybe I will be able to make them a little more similar. So I'm just gonna do this brow. Same thing, I focus on the arch first. Yeah, I really like this Morphe brow pencil. I also really like the micro one I have in my purse. The best thing about them is they're super creamy and really easy to work with, and these two shades are really nice because I feel like sometimes brunette shades can be like really warm. That's my only thing with Benefit, and sometimes NYX. They don't have too many like cool tone brown shades, and I feel like Morphe does a really good job with that. I love that one. I keep that one in my purse. I actually use it all the time because when I fill in my brows, and then have you ever gotten into car lighting and look at your makeup in the car mirror, you're like, what was I looking at? Like sometimes I have like patches and stuff, so I keep that as my emergency brow pencil because it is so easy to use and just fixes things on the go. Again, this is the tail I kind of messed up. This tail looks really nice and thick, and this one I just butchered it, but it's okay. The hairs will grow back. I'm trying not to press too much because I really don't want this to look like, it's not bad. See how this one's starting to look like I filled it in a lot, but that's hard because this one is a lot more patchier. So I'm just going to soften it, and you can see how I'm brushing through it. I'm not getting any white flakes from that glue. That is amazing for me. I mean, I might get one or two, but my skin underneath is pretty dry because I use my minoxidil on my eyebrows almost every night, and that can like dry you out. And sometimes I'll like comb them down again to make sure they're not getting out of place. They look pretty good. I know they look thicker than normal, but like that's minimal shading, and that's mostly my brow hairs, which I think is really, really cool. Now, I will have to say I would not recommend doing your own lamination. I would definitely get it done by a professional. It's like a perm to your brows. You can definitely damage them, your skin or whatnot. So you can do what I did and try it yourself, but I'm not telling you to do that. Watch lots of videos or get it done first so you can kind of see if you like it, because you can really do some damage. Anyways, these brow products are amazing and they're from the drugstore. 10 out of 10. I'm going to cheat a little and add a little bit of color corrector under my eyes, and I'll be right back. It is a newer product, but I want to show that in my next video. I'm so excited about this color corrector because I am soon going to be 33 in a month, which is crazy, but like my under eye dark circles are like really, really extreme. I'm on a journey to find the best products for under my eyes, so if you're in the same boat, stick around. This one's pretty good. Like, where did they go? Okay, next product is going to be the face product. So I have the L'Oreal Skin Ink. So this is like a foundation and concealer in one. Kind of why I kind of picked it up, similar to Merit, where it's like a foundation and concealer in one, but this is a liquid. It is a big dofa and a liquid product, but I like the concept was the same. It's supposed to be very skin-like, and foundation concealer in one, a 2-in-1 product. And then I also did some research and thought this might be pretty similar. And I haven't seen this too much on social media. This is the Maybelline Lifter Stick. Multi-use face stick. So just like the Merit, multi-use on the face. And I got it in shade 20, which is I think light, medium, neutral. And then the L'Oreal is in warm 40. I've used this a few times and I've really enjoyed it. One thing I will say, it's probably not for people who have really dry skin. It's a very thin formula and it dries really, really fast. So you will have to be quick when you use this. I would say work in one area at a time. It dries down to a very nice skin finish, but more of a matte coverage, which is great. I prefer that, especially if I'm just putting it on for like the gym or something. I don't want something super glowy or slippy all over my skin. I want to try this first on one side. Again, I got it in the shade 20. I'm going to do what I do with my mirror. I do like 3 swipes and then I just blur it down. The only thing with this is they didn't have too many that had like a nice yellow undertone. So it's like concealer all over it. Gosh dang it. I'm a mess. So this one's definitely a little more cool toned, which I like the Merit because it has a little more yellow undertone to help kind of like minimize my redness and brighten, but this is giving me a similar effect. I feel like I had to apply a lot more than the Merit, but it's kind of like blending out the same. It's just disappearing into the skin, which is what I really, really want. If I like this, I can always get it in a darker color for summer. I feel like it probably doesn't have as much coverage as the Merit, but that's doing a really, really nice job of being very skin-like and just blending out very seamlessly. But a lot of my redness is still peeking through. I'm super red today. But I feel like I want to show you guys the skin ink. You gotta shake it really good too. And I said this is warm 40. I've been finding I like face products with a little more yellow undertone on them. This helps with like the light oliveness I have in my body, at least I think. So I just buff it into the skin. That is just so pretty. Super thin. Not a lot of coverage, but again, I'm looking for an everyday product that is comfortable on the skin, looks like your skin, and is similar to the Merit stick. So yeah, this is like liquid and different. I feel like it's giving me what I want, you know, in a product. Very thin-like, skin-like, evens stuff out without being heavy or makeup-y. Again, it's blending out nice because my skin's moisturized, been getting a little more oily than normal, and I'm blending in small sections. So you can see this is definitely a more matte-like finish. Sorry, I'm trying to be really careful around my eyebrows. So a more matte-like finish, which is nice for me because I have been getting oily lately. And then this one has a lot more luminosity. Which one has more coverage? I feel like the coverage is very similar. So it might just be what your preference is. Do you want like a quick little liquidy product, or do you want like more like a stick with some luminosity? I'm just kind of gonna build this one up. Try to kind of cancel out some of this redness. Don't love the shine, gonna be honest. Lately, I have just been wanting things to help my oiliness. Really, really good. I mean, if I like these two products, I'll definitely have to get like other shades when it comes summertime and I get a little more tan. But I definitely really, really like how they're looking on the skin. So I like both of those a lot. Again, it's just kind of your preference of what finish you want. I'll have to do like a full wear test and everything, but let's move on to the Morphe Shape Shifter Micro Contour Stick. I got it in the shade Enhanced. This is nice. So it's supposed to give you more precision. And I am going to start with my nose because I feel like that's the easiest to... And this is definitely a more cool tone because I wanted something that's more like a contour. It gives you that precision if you really like to contour, especially if you like to contour your nose. I think this would be perfect. Blending out really nice. Let's add it to under here. I like to add a shadow under here. And then let's add it to the hollows of my cheeks. Trying to go in the natural area of where it would go. And I'm gonna add some up here. Let's just see what it does. Love this color. Let's see how this blends out. Okay. Blending out with a minimal effort, giving me light shading. Yeah, that blends out so nice. Definitely on the more natural side. Let's see how this goes. Holy heck, I'm chiseled. That is cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Just gonna try to buff the edge out a little so it's not so extreme. Dude, that is really good. It is buffing out so nicely. This side had the more matte product and it is still blending out really, really nice. Yeah, that is doing a really good job of giving that perfect shadow. Wow, I have cheekbones now. That's crazy. I wouldn't say I'd probably use it as much on my forehead, but for a nose and more like where you want a shadow, this is awesome. And again, that's in the shade Enhancer. I think the one lighter was a little more rosy, where this is more of that traditional cool tone. I know it's like awkward where my shadow on my face is pretty like kind of downturned, where I feel like most people's is probably a little bit more up. I could always try a different shape for my natural, but I just wanted to try that to see how that went. I like it. Holy heck, there's a sharpener on the end. That's cool. So you can sharpen it. Wow. That is awesome. I would use this as like an eyeshadow thing, but I actually have another product for that. So based off first impression, love that. I still haven't gotten my new tripod, you know, because my background is crooked in all my videos still. I'm going to, I promise, I'm going to. So that's all the face products I have right now. I have some eyes and lip stuff that I want to try with you guys. So I'm going to quickly just off camera add a little bit of concealer, some blush, powder, bronzer, and then I'll be back to finish out some eyes and lips with you guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So powdered everything on. I'm trying to be better about not doing too much blush and bronzer on my face and just do a little more natural. Like when I look in the mirror it looks good, but then in my viewfinder I'm like, did I put anything on my face? Alright, let's move on to eyes. So there's this girl on TikTok, I really like her page, and she has really beautiful green eyes, and she recommended this ColourPop shadow stick in the shade Bear With Me. It's like a matte eyeshadow stick. I used this once and it really made my eyes so pretty, but I was also wearing a navy shirt. So I'm curious to see how my eyes will look with wearing like a different color shirt. I'm just gonna slap her on and then buff her out. I've always loved ColourPop's eye products. I think they do a really good job with shadows and glitters and stuff like that. I've never tried their shadow stick, so this is pretty exciting. I'm just gonna take a brush and just buff it in. I've been really loving eyeshadow sticks lately. It's just like so easy, I feel like, and effortless. This is like a really pretty warm mauve color. This is such a pretty color. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna build it up. Super creamy. Doesn't feel chalky at all. Does have a hint of like pinky purple in it. If you don't buff it out that much, it's definitely more like pinky purple, but once you buff it out, it becomes like a softer mauve color. Just buffing it, and then whatever excess I have on this brush, I'm just gonna buff under my lower lash line. That looks so pretty. It's like this really pretty wash of color. Let's see how it looks with my green eyes. Well, they're kind of like blue-green. Looks good, I feel like. I don't know, my eyes just looked stunning with the navy shirt. It's actually in one of my last short actually is me using it, and with that navy shirt, my eyes just looked killer in that. Anyways, I really like this stick. I think the formula is amazing. The color I really love. I think that's super pretty, and I like that it's a matte, and then you can add other shadows over top. You can deepen it with another matte shadow, or you can add like shimmer on top, because I feel like it's giving a nice tacky base, but it definitely dries down. So really nice, and ColourPop is more affordable, so I can appreciate that with eye products, because I feel like sometimes you want like multiple colors in a shadow stick, and not everyone wants to pay a high price point for multiple eyeshadow sticks, so definitely check out the ColourPop ones. Sorry, my allergies are on high blast right now. Also, happy spring finally. Yesterday was the first day of spring, and if you're near me or in the same kind of latitude on Earth near Pennsylvania, we're hoping for warmer weather. Before I add mascara, let's try our new setting spray. This is from Morphe. Life Proof Continuous Setting Mist. Life Proof your look with clinically proven all-day setting power that holds up in any conditions. This air-powered microfine mist goes on weightlessly to form a non-drying invisible shield that sets and secures makeup with a comfortable skin-like finish. I've always liked Morphe setting sprays. I don't know why I haven't used them more. The mister is just like amazing. Let's try this. Try to cover my hair. Oh my gosh. The smell is amazing. The mister is amazing. That feels amazing. Oh, that smells so good. It smells really good, like very fresh. Kind of like a good smelling hair product in a way. Oh, it reminds me of something. It smells amazing though. And the mister, 10 out of 10. I feel a little bit on my skin, but I feel like it's drying down and it's not feeling super sticky. It feels a little more hydrating right now. I'll see how it kind of sets, because I do love the L'Oreal one, but you have to hold your breath. I feel like I didn't have to hold my breath for the Morphe one because it smelled so good. You have to hold your breath with this, and I feel like this can leave my skin feeling a little sticky, but it works, so I still love it. Now I'm just gonna quickly add some mascara. Just put on some mascara. Let's finish out with some lips. My hair is definitely wavy. I just put in leave-in conditioner. I did not put in any mousse or scrunchie at all. I think I have wavy hair. It's always just been brushed out and then poofy, and I wonder why. Why does I have wavy hair? Okay, new journey. Who's this? I mean, doesn't look amazing, but maybe we just have to learn the right products and maybe we can get there. And once my hair's a little longer, I think it'll look very cute. I guess I have wavy hair. This is crazy to me. Sorry. All right, I can't remember if I showed you this. The NYX lip liner, the Lip Lingerie. They're lip tint liners. This is in the shade Lip Lock. I love this. I love the CoverGirl ones. They're really amazing as well. The nice thing with the NYX is they have a very, very precise little pointy tip, which makes it nice for precision. And I love this shade. What do they say? Lip Lock. Kind of reminds me of Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. Like a nice cool tone brown. Really good for like defining. It does dry down pretty quickly, so you don't have like a lot of time to like buff it out. But the nice thing about these are so precise that I feel like you don't really need to buff them out. See how nice and precise that is? I know it looks a little crazy, but once you add like a lip balm on top, it kind of like melts it down and the lines don't look as harsh. So I have two here, which I don't think I showed this. This was in my FabFitFun box. Maybe I showed it. Oh, maybe I showed it in that video. I can't remember. But Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in Strawberry Sorbet is to die for. I'm obsessed with this. Love this. And then I also picked up the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm. This is supposed to be a dupe for Summer Fridays. I got this in Vanilla Toffee. They had some really pretty ones. I wasn't sure about the pigment level, so I was worried to get like the cherry one or like a really bright pink one. So I went with Vanilla Toffee, hoping it would be like a really pretty nude. Let me show you. Look at that pigment. Oh, it smells like vanilla toffee. Like, it smells so nice. The applicator isn't exactly the same. It's not like that curved part, but it has a nice applicator, and this formula is very similar because I have the pink sugar one. That one doesn't have a lot of pigment. That's what disappointed me like the first time I got it, but I love it now and I just use it like every day. I got this e.l.f. one because my puppy punctured the bottom of my Summer Friday, so now I just keep it in my bathroom and I'm trying to use it up, so I use it at night and stuff like that. But I love that one because it smells so good. I love the applicator. It definitely gives you that nice slippy balm, super hydrating, just a really nice everyday lip balm. And that's what this gives me, but this has so much pigment. So I'm curious to try like a pink or red one to see what the pigment is like. And I'm curious to try another Summer Fridays in like a different shade to see if they have more pigment. Like, I definitely go both ways. Like, sometimes I want a lip balm that doesn't have pigment that I can just slap on. And then other times I want it to have pigment. So honestly, if it smells good, feels good, and I love the applicator and I don't know, I enjoy it, I don't get too worked up about lip balms. This color is stunning. I love this color. It's gonna be so pretty for like a summer bronzy look. And it's great for like every day too because it's a nice neutral. Let me show you the Ole Henriksen. So you can see the lip liner definitely died down with putting something over it. Whether it's a lip oil or like a lip balm like this, it doesn't look as intense and as harsh. And it will slowly melt as the day goes on. And Ole Henriksen in Strawberry Sorbet. Oh my god, it smells amazing. This has really good pigment too. It's just a lighter color. This one is definitely more balmy. I feel like the e.l.f. one in the Summer Fridays has a little more slip, which I don't always love. I love a more balm because I just feel like I don't want things goopy and slipping and sliding all over my lips. This one is a little more balmy, which I can appreciate, and smells amazing. This color is very pretty. It's just like a light pink. Very nice. Love these. So if you're looking for a good affordable lip balm, I would check out the e.l.f. Glow Reviver. I mean, I was very surprised by this and happily surprised that I found a drugstore option that's similar to the Summer Fridays. I would say that is definitely a similar dupe. Alright guys, so this is a complete makeup look, and that was all the new drugstore makeup that I've picked up recently. I'm very pleasantly surprised with most of the products. I feel like this one I'm gonna have to keep playing around with. If it's too glowy, I don't know if that would be the best thing for my skin in the summer since I am getting a little more oily, but I'll have to keep testing it out. Everything else, you know, I really love. I love the brow products, love the lip products. Really enjoy this. Obviously I have to keep testing it out, but it's very nice for the gym. I love that. Setting spray, my face doesn't feel sticky. It feels really good. We'll have to see. I still got a really good glow going on even though I powdered, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Really, really impressed. First impressions with this. So yeah, I feel like this was a good run. This was a good few things. And I'm excited to show you guys my Sephora things. There's so much new makeup out, I feel like, at the drugstore. It's really hard for me to keep up. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. But if you found a product that recently that's been like a newer launch that you absolutely love, or you want me to try out for you guys, let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And thank you again to all my subscribers. And if you're new here, make sure to stick around and hit subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And I have a lot of good content in my brain that I really want to get out to you guys. So hopefully I can sit down soon and like make a plan now that I'm just starting to feel a little better. Yeah, I hope you stick around and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!